Here's another somewhat complicated example, and that is I want to convert the speed of light, which is 2.998 times 10 to the 8th meters per second, into the unit of foot per nanosecond. The conversions I have are these. 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch. You should be familiar with that one by now. Everybody knows 1 foot equals 12 inches. From our metric units, everybody should know that there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And finally, you should have learned all the metric prefixes. And if that, you would know that nano stands for 10 to the minus 9. So I can write 1 nanosecond equals 10 to the minus 9 seconds. Or alternatively, I can write that there are 10 to the minus 9th plus 9th nanoseconds in 1 second. It's important not to get these confused with each other. It's very easy to make a mistake of a very large power of 10, and that is a very common mistake that we see students make. So I start out with my initial quantity, 2.998 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. I write it this way. I use this conversion first to turn the meters into centimeters. And then I use this conversion to turn the centimeters into inches, 2.54 centimeters in the denominator, 1 inch in the numerator, and finally an inch in the numerator, 12 inches in the denominator is equal to 1 foot. That gets me my feet in the numerator, and then at the end I need to convert the time, the seconds in the denominator. I need to convert these seconds into nanoseconds. So using this conversion factor, I have 1 second over 10 to the 9th nanoseconds. So seconds canceled, and the final calculation I'm left with is this. You should try this on your calculator to make sure that you properly know how to do scientific notation. The answer you should get is 0.9836 feet per nanosecond. You should make sure that you get that same answer in your calculator. Another way to do the calculation is to use, instead of this conversion factor, use this one, where I say 10 to the minus 9th seconds is equal to 1 nanosecond. And I should get the same answer. And finally, I'll end by talking about some common student mistakes in applying this method. The first is incorrectly locating a unit. So, for instance, going back to my original problem, 15 centimeters, and to convert that, I want to convert that to inches. A student might write 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch. And then maybe claim that the centimeters cancels. This is wrong. The centimeters does not cancel because it needs to be in the numerator and denominator at the same time. So be careful for that common mistake. Another is to use false conversion factors. In a very complicated problem, you might see all kinds of quantities given, and you might get confused about what exactly is a conversion factor and what isn't. So, for example, maybe in the problem somewhere they mention the quantity 5 inches. And and for some reason a student will want to do something like this, and they'll write 5 inches over 1 centimeter, and which is wrong. The thing to remember is that this quantity, the conversion factor, must come directly from a known unit equivalency. So it's not true that 5 inches is equal to 1 centimeter. So this is an improper conversion factor. Another one that is very commonly done, and it comes from, it can be illustrated in the problem above, the problem I did above, but that's misplacing the power of 10. So for example, suppose I'm expressing meters, 5 meters in nanometers, and I write maybe I write 10 to the 9th meters here and 1 nanometer here. And when I carry that out, I get 5 times 10 to the minus 9 nanometers. That's wrong. The correct conversion factor is either 10 to the 9th nanometers over 1 meter, or 1 nanometer over 10 to the minus 9 meters. Finally, the last problem, the last common mistake that is made is neglecting to cube a number or its unit when relating lengths to volumes. So for example, if I'm converting 5 cubic feet to cubic inches, a very common thing to do is to write this: 1 foot, 1 inch. 1 foot is, 12 inches. And then simply write this: 60 cubic inches. Now what I've neglected to do there is, so this is wrong, what I've neglected to do there is cube the unit. So I have to, what I need to do is actually write it this way: 5 cubic feet, 1 foot cubed, 12 inches, the whole thing cubed, which means I have to cube the 12. And when I carry that out, using that 12, multiplying by 12 3 times, I get 8,640 cubic inches. And you can see this is quite a large error that one makes when one makes that mistake.